ranking fast food restaurants based on the vibes they give off. Starting out with Burger King, I've already got them in D tier. They feel a little uncleanly, a little risky. They might give you the wrong order. They might give you half the right order. The inside of their stores feel very 1998-ish. Cool place to go to back in the day. They haven't updated any of their stores. Just gives me a below average feeling. Right now we've got A, B, C, D, F. They give me a below average feeling. Arby's is a C tier. Arby's feels a little bit more reliable, a little bit more consistent, a little bit faster than Burger King. Arby's is just the 10% better Burger King. Better than them in every attribute by a little bit, not by a lot. Now we've got a lot of I don't knows because I don't even know what Baja Fresh is. Mexican Grill looks okay. Blimp, once again, no clue what Blimp is. Bojangles, we're going B tier for sure. Look, they're consistent. They're consistent. They feel like a Bojangles. With Arby's, with Burger King, more so with Burger King. What is this logo? Doesn't really make me feel anything. Bojangles, I kind of get the vibe. Pretty consistent. The inside of stores, they generally seem pretty clean as well. At Bojangles, give me a little bit more of a warm feeling inside. Don't know what this is. I have no clue what Raising Cane's is. I hear a lot of people talking about it. Carl's Jr. feels like Burger King's little brother. These two, you can't trust them. Checkers, once again, I've heard of Checkers. I have not had that. Chick-fil-A, I'm going to put them in B tier. No, look, I know a lot of people are going to beat on their chest and say, look, they need to be in the best category. And they do feel very clean. They feel very friendly. They feel very consistent. The wait is ridiculous. The wait is just ridiculous. Look, you can't dispute it. Part of the experience is the price. It's the food. It's just everything. And with how long, and look, part of that is just supply and demand. When people love Chick-fil-A, they're willing to wait. And that lowers the experience. So that's just that. Chipotle, they feel like a B tier. Look, it's expensive, but it's higher quality for fast food, and they feel pretty. I trust them. They might overcharge you on some meat, but I trust them. Churches, I do not know what that is. Cookout is definitely a C tier. Kind of gives me Arby type vibes in terms of just the overall establishment. Maybe a little retro with their signage and stuff like that. And I think Cookout is more of a southern place, so a lot of you guys might not have heard about it. Culver's, I have never heard of Culver's. Del Taco, once again, never heard of this place. You know what? Once I rank all the ones I'm familiar with, I'll rank these based on just the logo. A&W, All American, that sounds like a drink. Denny's is a classic D tier. Can't trust the Denny's. You can't trust it. And maybe I'm a little bit biased with the red and the yellow color schemes, but look, I do have Bojangles and B tier, but you can't trust the Denny's. You just can't trust them. Domino's Pizza, that's a B tier as well. They've got solid pizza. It's a pretty consistent establishment. Look, pizza places aren't really fast food per se, but I guess they sort of are. I mean, they're on this tier ranking, so we'll put Domino's in B tier. They're a pretty solid pizza establishment. Dairy Queen, I'm going to put them in C tier. I mean, they make pretty solid ice cream from a food standpoint. They are a little questionable and kind of overpriced, I would say. But they're solid. They're solid. The inside of the stores, there's nothing spectacular about them. A little old schooly, kind of like a Burger King. I do think they at least do something well with the ice creams, but I don't think Burger King does anything well. We got Polo, Loco, no clue what that is. Firehouse Subs, pretty run of the mill. They're a C tier. They're okay. Five Guys, I'm gonna put Five Guys in the F tier. Very expensive. The one time I had them, it was lackluster. The inside of the restaurant was okay. The vibe was okay. How long it took was unacceptable. The price was unacceptable, and the taste was unacceptable. The fries, it was about $1 per fry. I got 25 fries. I had to take out a credit card to purchase them, and I'm not happy with them. IHOP's a clear B tier. Look, it's a respected establishment. You know, Denny's. You can't take somebody to Denny's for a business meeting. You know, you probably shouldn't be taking anyone to a business meeting for IHOP either. But maybe if it's a casual business meeting, you could take them to IHOP. In-N-Out Burger, I honestly do not remember much about them. I have had them before, and I don't remember anything spectacular. Jack in the Box, I don't know about them. Jersey Mike's feels pretty legit. Jersey Mike's feels like a legit establishment. I trust them, clean. They look like they're doing a good job, so we'll trust them. I'm not familiar with Jimmy John's. Jollibee, no clue what that is. KFC, they're a C tier. Look, we know what people like. Kentucky Fried Chicken, you get the point. Very salty foods. They get the job done. And Little Caesars is kind of a hybrid of KFC and Domino's. You know, they feel like Domino's and KFC had a child, and it was Little Caesars. Salty, cheap, pretty fast. You know what you get with Little Caesars. Can't even read. Oh, Long John Silver's. I'm familiar with Long John Silver's. I'm going to give them... I'll give them D tier. McDonald's. You got discussions for the best. You've also got discussions for B tier. This is tough because we're going to have to bump somebody up. We're going to keep them in B tier for now. If nobody else bumps them up, we'll go to the best. But look, they're iconic. The Golden Arch. They used to be cheap, not so much anymore. And they used to be very fast, not so much anymore. Moe's, never heard of them. Moodles, never heard of them. Panda Express, it's a legit establishment. Very similar to Chipotle. You know, they both make it in front of you. You get some protein. Pretty clean place. Panera, once again, very respected establishment in my eyes. Higher quality food. Papa John's, I am going to put them in C tier. I don't think they're on the same level as Domino's. They're not as consistent. They are okay. PDQ, don't know what that is. Penn Station, not familiar. Pizza Hut, I'm going to put them in B tier. I think Pizza Hut and Domino's are about on the same level. Pretty legit contenders. We got Popeyes. Popeyes is terrible. Terrible, especially if you've got heart issues. Popeyes will send you into an early retirement. Portillo's, Potbelly. Potbelly just doesn't sound good. You know, do I want to, especially if I'm overweight, do I want to go to Potbelly's? And Roy Rogers, Sombrero, or Sabero. I thought that was a place that sold pizza at not fast food, at convenience stores. So I don't know about them. And Sheetz. Sheetz is an elite gas station. Now, they do make food as well. That's obviously why they're on here. Sheetz is legit. Sheetz is legit, no doubt. We've got Taco Bell. I'm going to go C tier. Taco Bell is definitely... we'll leave them there. Subway is going to be B tier. Subway just... Something about ordering it yourself, you know, having them make it in front of you, it definitely feels a little bit better. And we're not familiar with that. Waffle House. Waffle House is so shady. Waffle House gets a D tier. I don't trust them. Wendy's and Arby's, we'll put them next to each other. They feel very similar. Wawa. I have not been to a Wawa, but people love it. White Castle, I'm not familiar with. Wings, it's pretty basic. Wingstop seems legit. Zaxby's is pretty solid. Zaxby's is a C tier. And Steak and Shake, not been there. Alrighty, so we're gonna talk about these tiers. Now that we've got all of them out of the way, I'll probably go McDonald's is best. I'll probably go... this is tough. We're going to have to put a few in here. We'll go Panera. Panera's pretty legit. We'll go Chick-fil-A. And we will go Jersey Mike. I think those are the upper echelon respected establishments. Now, these three are more, respected, I guess, per se, but McDonald's, they're iconic. And in terms of these logos, so we're just going to be talking about these logos because I have never been to any of these places. Quiznos, leave them in I don't know. Sbarro seems decent. DOBA, I don't even know what that means. Steak and Shake, I've heard of them. The logo looks cool. Wawa, I hear a lot about them. We'll put them in the A tier. Wingstop, kind of hard to read, honestly, with that font. But Wingstop does feel cool. We'll put them in C. White Castle looks dorky, gives me Burger King vibes. We'll put them next to Burger King. Jack in the Box, boring. Raising Cane's, Moe's feels cool. Moe's feels like the best.